You know the saying, don't meet your heroes? Well, in light of recent events, don't put too much faith in them either, or put too much stock in them, because you never know when they might just turn out to be awful people or doing bad, unforgivable things, or maybe not unforgivable, but very bad, career ruining, reputation damaging things. In case you haven't been online and you haven't been hearing the news, the most recent, famous YouTuber, beloved YouTuber to be revealed to be kind of a piece of shit, or at least you know, a not a good person, is Chuggaconroy, the Let's Player. Now, I personally have never been a fan of Chuggaconroy, not because I knew all along that he was a pedophile or, likes talking about women's shoes and their feet, but I just never got into his content. I wasn't too big into the idea of a like solo let's play. Always more of the game grumps or the friends without benefits type of multiple people commenting on a game and having a chemistry to bounce back and forth off of. I think the only Chuggaconroy videos I've ever saw were skimming a couple Kid Icarus Uprising ones, because I think he has like the most popular Kid Icarus Uprising Let's Play on YouTube, as well as a couple Splatoon tutorial videos. But I've never been a fan of him. Um, and to see him get exposed by, not just one. At first it was the one woman who, all based on a Reddit post, complimenting Chuggaconroy, being like, oh, he has like nothing but green flags, he's such a good guy, and then revealing all those Discord DMs of him being inappropriate about her shoes and her feet. And then, at first I saw a lot of defenders, a lot of fans of Chugga come to his aid and be like, hey, this isn't like the worst thing ever. He was just kind of being, bit of a weirdo, a bit of a creep, but looks like he just he doesn't know much better, or like she's not directly telling him to stop, and never like directly told him, hey, this is making me uncomfortable. So they're giving him the benefit of the doubt, and he made an apology post online, and people seem to be ready to forgive him until a lot more people came out with worse stories, including one. I forget how many pages this document was, but revealing that he had been communicating with underage girls and was, indulging himself in pedophilic behavior. And this affected my boy Armagon the most, because he is the biggest Chuggaconroy fan I know. And when the news first broke out from that first post with the shoes and whatnot, he was like, saying ain't so, dog. Saying ain't so. And he too was even willing to come to his defense and be like, hey, you know what? I feel like there's more to this story than what we currently know, so I'm going to wait until all the details have came out. And then the apology post was made, and he's like, all right, see, just as I thought, he just was being a bit of a weirdo and didn't get the slap on the wrist to be like, hey, no, stop, this is making me uncomfortable. So, I think he can be mature enough to move past this. And then the pedophilia accusations and evidence came out, and then it was Jover for him. He was sad posting on Twitter, talking in Discord, being like, dude, this fucking sucks. Cause he was watching Chuggaconroy, I think, back since we in middle school. I remember him talking about watching Chuggaconroy Let's Plays and being a big fan of the Runaway Guys, which was his Let's Play channel with several guys, including, I think, Nintendo Capri Sun, among others. I think Proton John was a part of it. And the whole time I was thinking of that, and then I was thinking of the most well, it's not really funny, but it was a weird coincidence that like just a couple days before all this Chuggaconroy drama broke out, I was rewatching Schaeferless's Majora's Mask video essay on why it's his favorite piece of art of all time, and he was telling the story at the beginning of the video of his history with the game as a child, and how he got into it at first. His first like main exposure to the game was from Chugga's Let's Play, and he has gone on record saying he's a big Chuggaconroy fan, and he's helped influence his taste in gaming as a young lad. And the whole time this drama came out, I was like, damn, I can't help but wonder how like now Shafe's favorite piece of art of all time that Chugga, one of his favorite YouTubers, helped expose him to, that helped shape his taste, is a pedophile. You know, like, the dude's about my age. I think I'm like just a year younger than he is, or we're about the same age. And, you know, I've had this kind of thing happen to me too. I've had a content creator that I used to like that turned out to be a bit of a weirdo. Two instances of this happening, of people that I subscribe to in particular. I was never a fan of the completionist content. I never had a problem with the guy before all the news broke out. Similar to Chuggaconroy, his content just wasn't really for me. But the most I enjoyed seeing of him was, popping up on other people's channels that I like. Like, I think he showed up on Arlo a couple times, and he was a frequent guest on Game Grumps. So that was fun. The fucking, oh my god, the JonTron Star Wars Connect video. Oh my god, that's gonna be tainted now. Him showing up in old Peanut Butter Gamer videos. Uh, it sucks like to see a content creator that you had like so much respect for, and especially when you watched as a child, and then you grow up, because like, sometimes everyone in high school, especially in our generation, has that one band or that one content creator and that one TV show, that one something, that one like artist or a piece of art that helped like get you through some, difficult times in your life. And maybe not necessarily in like the, economic sort of way, but like if you struggled or in high school, be it, academically or socially, and you needed something to help you just get through the grind. I know, because I had guys like that too. The two guys, well, mostly. All right, so let me get into this. The biggest one that affected me personally, of a content creator that turned out to be a scumbag, was ProJared, and I know that he has since beaten the allegations. He's not exactly as bad as a Jirard or a Chuggaconroy, because he did prove that the underage girls that he had sent nudes to, he did prove that he did not know that they were underage and that they did in fact lie about their age. But it still left a really, really yucky taste in my mouth to know that this guy that I looked up to, that I think I was uh probably like 18 or 19 at the time that he did the thing. Uh, I was like just had recently stopped being a minor. I was a minor when I got into his content, and I thought like, wow, if I, had if I was in like a bad direction, or if I was into like gross shit, I could have been one of those underage fans that ProJared reached out to, and he didn't know that they were underage, but at the same time, why are you communicating with fans about sexual favors or anything sexual at all? Like, don't engage in sexual relations with your fans. That's just really weird. Like here's a golden rule. Here's a hot tip from Neon Manta, that you can live your life by. If you're sending nudes to someone that you're unfamiliar with, and like you never met in real life, and you have to ask yourself, am I 100% sure that the person I'm sending nudes to is at least 18? You probably shouldn't be sending nudes to this person. You should probably take a step back and be like, wow, this is a really bad thing that I'm probably about to do, so I should not do it. So after that, I hit the unsub. There was also the thing that with Rubber Ross's wife, that I think they were cheating together behind Ross's back, which was fucked up. So yeah, there was that. He did bad, yucky things, in my opinion, that didn't sit right with me. And to this day, when I unsubbed, I've not seen or rewatched a ProJared video since. which, it bums me out sometimes because I like a lot of old ProJared videos. He was one of my favorite YouTubers in high school, like middle school going into high school. And now I just imagine him having weird sexual relations and sending inappropriate photos to his fans that once again, I'll say it for posterity, he didn't know that they were minors. But it's like he should not have been doing that shit in the first place. That's not okay behavior. The other content creator that I was I think in my 20s at this point. Yeah, I know I was in my 20s because this was more fairly recent. Was Squizzy, and this one hit pretty close to home for me because Squizzy turned out, if you don't know, she was an animator on YouTube who made like shit posty animations, kind of in like the Pringus uh I think that's no. Pringus Dingus is he makes like more actual animations. Goobus McDoobus, I think his name is. Like, if you've seen a Goobus video, you know what looks like. uh, like fun meme animations like that. That's what Squizzy used to do, and they were really entertaining, and I liked them a whole lot. And then it came out that she was abusive to her boyfriend. Her boyfriend, I believe his name was Punk Duck, who, starred in a lot of her animations. And, she portrayed them as being like a happy couple. But then he finally came out with all these posts and evidence of her being really mentally and emotionally abusive to him. I think maybe even physical at times, or at the very least threatened to get physical, and just being a total like sociopath to him. And that hit close to home for me because around that same time I had think just gotten out of a toxic relationship with an abusive ex-girlfriend who did similar, mental and emotional abusing to me, and not to the same extent that this the Squizzy did to this Punk Duck guy, but it was, of a similar ilk, and it got me fucked up because like I had like a mini truncated version of what that guy was going through, and that made me feel sick to my stomach. So similar to ProJared, I unsubbed from Squizzy, not seen any of her animations since, and unlike ProJared, she has not beaten the piece of shit allegations, walked away from the internet, and has not made herself known since, at the very least under the Squizzy name. For all I know, she, started picked up a new animation and art style and is doing the shit that she used to do, but under a different umbrella, under a different name. But as far as the Squizzy name goes, that online persona is very much dead. So this whole Chuggaconroy and Completionist situation with the whole charity thing, which I don't need to get into because I think that's been covered to death already and has pretty much ran its course, but this Chuggaconroy stuff is still relatively fresh, is that you shouldn't put too much stock in your favorite online content creators, even like your god kings that inspired you the most to make content. You always have to make sure you keep at least a tiny bit of reservation. You can't put all of the eggs into their basket, because then when it turns out that they are a piece of shit, it might not always. Some of them can go their whole careers without it, but I think it's healthy to keep a, tiny little bit of skepticism. So that way it's for your own protection, so you're not hurt when it comes out. For me, I would know that if it came out, man, that video game dunkey was a, serial rapist or like a murderer or pedophile or some shit like that, it would be fucking over for me. Cause I've seen so many dunkey videos. He's my favorite YouTuber, primary inspiration for the kind of content that I want to make. And even beyond guys like him, he's my all-time favorite, but like, Yahtzee Croshaw, uh, who else? Kindale War, Arlo, best guy ever. If any of these guys turned out to be, pieces of shit, that would fucking destroy me. Because it's like, damn, I used to look up to you. I used to worship you. But then you went and did the thing, and you ruined it. You blew it, man. uh, it's like, it's moments like these, because, you know, I wasn't a Chuggaconroy fan, but my boy Armagon is, and I know one of my favorite content creators, Shay Frillis, was. So, you know, I can only imagine what they're going through, because I think they liked Chuggaconroy more than I liked guys like ProJared or Squizzy. Because, you know, there are guys like ProJared who make similar content. You know, ProJared wasn't the only video game review guy, and Squizzy was not the only, you know, shitpost meme animator on YouTube, but like, there's no one else on YouTube like Dunkey. Like, there are imitators and copycats, but there's like no one does it like Dunkey. In the same way that like no one did it like the angry video game nerd, or no one like did it like Yahtzee Croshaw, and or like no, and if it came out that guys like those guys turned out to be pieces of shit, I'd be devastated and be like, well, damn, like that now it's like this piece of art, like all these different works of art that I've held close to me. Like, if Yahtzee turned out to be a piece of shit, then like all of Zero Punctuation, which is like a cornerstone for critique of media that I modeled my own style of, like my own like way of critiquing media and the formatting of the kind of online content that I want to make. If that all came out that he was a piece of shit, that would be forever tainted for me. And I'd be like, well, like, fuck, dude. But now I feel like I'm going in circles, so I'll just leave it with this. Moral of the story: don't put all your eggs in the basket. Maintain a slight bit of, you know, restraint in the love and adoration that you put into your favorite content creators. Because at the end of the day, you never know. And then, you know, that can go for, you know, celebrities or athletes or, you know, people that you don't have actual intimate relationships with, of the, you know, a social or personal variety, because you never know when they could be, you know, turn the corner and, you know, ruin everything that you thought you knew about them. So yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one.